Get it. Listen, today we are going to be talking about three things that millennial entrepreneurs should quit ASAP, as soon as humanly possible. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super excited to have this conversation today, and I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. So let's just get right into it. First and foremost, housekeeping. If you are new to me for some reason, do me a favor and let me know that this is your first time seeing one of my videos or any of my content, and just drop first timer down in the comments for me. If you are watching this with me live, I want you to do me a favor and type quit in the comments. And if you happen to be catching this on the replay, I'm so happy you came back. And for whatever reason, we're drawn to it. And I'm glad that you're here. And I trust and I believe in my heart of hearts and everything, my whole entire being, that you are watching this for a reason. This message is for you. If you're watching the replay, do me a favor and type hashtag replay in the comments so that I know that you are here and I can come back and show you some love. Now, if you're new to me and you let me know in the comments that you're a first timer, I'm happy that you're here and I hope this isn't the last time. And I know that our paths have not crossed by happenstance. Like this is supposed to happen and you're in the right place at the right time. And so for those who are not familiar with me, who I am and what I do, I am Danielle the coach. I'm a certified life and leadership coach. I help millennial entrepreneurs balance the demands of life and business, all of the things. Okay. I I know millennial entrepreneurs because I am a millennial entrepreneur, and I'm also a millennial entrepreneur who has made a transition from a six-figure government job to full-time entrepreneurship. So there are some things that millennial entrepreneurs experience and go through and navigate that I understand wholly, and it is my joy and it's also purpose work for me to be able to support my fellow millennial entrepreneurs in following their dreams and creating the lives of their wildest dreams unapologetically, and along the way breaking up with the status quo. So what I want to share first and foremost, if I get into the meat of what we're going to be talking about today, if you happen to be a millennial entrepreneur that still has a 9 to 5, and I say that lovingly and with affection, right? I get it. But you're in a space where the 9 to 5, your career, is in the way of what's next for you, right? And this is not something that you've just been thinking about for like a week or two, or maybe even a month or two. This is something that you have been toiling with for months and maybe even years, right? You felt the tug, you've considered, you might even have done that double dutch rock right before you jump into the ropes, like you're getting your body in formation. But there's always a moment where you lean out, right? You never go for it. You've never gone for it up until now. But you know that you're called for more. You know that you're leveraging your 9 to 5 as like a safety net, and that's understandable, right? But the pokes and the nudges and the yearning at your soul are so hard and so loud in this season that you know that you got to do something about it. And you really want to do something about it, but you just do not have the confidence to do it. Like something is missing from you being able to do it and do it in good faith, do it with confidence, and knowing that it's time. If that's you, what I want you to do is I want you to go to daniellethecoach.com/apply. And I'll drop it down in the comments after the video as well. And I want you to apply to have a free strategy session with me so I can learn a little bit more about what you got going on, and what's kind of like been in the way. And we can see how I can best support you. And so, what I know is that my Quit with Confidence program is structured to help other millennial entrepreneurs be able to do the very thing that I did myself and with confidence. And my goal is to help you collapse time on your breakthrough so that you don't have to ponder on it and tussle with it for as long as I did. I get it and I got you. So if that's you, go to daniellethecoach.com/apply, complete the questionnaire. And if I think that you're a good fit, then you will move forward and we will have the actual strategy session at that time. Now, in today's news, there's a lot swirling. If you saw the description of this video, there's a lot swirling about quitting, right? In this day and time, there's a lot going on with, the Olympics, and Simone Biles just made her announcement a day or so ago about stepping down from competition. We have had Naomi Osaka over the last couple of months decide to, just take a break, for mental health's sake. So there's a lot of buzz swirling in the, I'll say, celebrity and athlete world about quitting, right? And there's a lot of opinions swirling as well. I'm happy the conversation is happening, but one thing I know that this has been my jam. I've been talking about quitting, because I have done it, right? It is a part of my story, and I understand the significance that it can have in other people's journeys. And I know that this is not for everybody, but for those of you who it is for, I'm here for you. I am here for you. So that being said, there's three things that millennial entrepreneurs need to quit as soon as humanly possible. I'm going to tell you what the first thing is in 1 second, but before I do, I want to remind you, if you are a millennial entrepreneur that still has a 9 to 5 and you are desperately looking to make your leap, and you just, for whatever reason, right? There's a number of reasons. I hear them all. You're still there, but the expiration date has passed a long time ago, but you're still there taking up space in a space that no longer serves you. If you're an entrepreneur, a millennial entrepreneur that knows that there are some things that you have that may be outside of your 9 to 5, right? But that you need to quit and let go of in order for you to step powerfully and boldly and confidently into your entrepreneurship lane, that you need to quit as well, go to daniellethecoach.com/apply. Apply to have a free strategy session with me. We need to talk. Now, the first thing that millennial entrepreneurs need to quit asaptually, and yes, I just finessed a whole new word, asaptually, as soon as humanly possible, is procrastination. And before you close it, just keep scrolling, stay with me. I know it's something found fundamental. I know it's something rudimentary. I know it's something that you probably hear, here and there, something that you probably feel like, I knew that. Right. But we still, and I say we, because I'm not exempt, we still get caught in the procrastination spiral, right? For a myriad of reasons. However, as millennial entrepreneurs, it's something that we absolutely have to get a hold on, and take back control of what it is that we're out here doing and why we're doing it. Is putting off the inevitable. And so if there's thoughts about, procrastination, or there's something that you need to do, something important that you need to do, like there's 3 ways that you can get around that. One is assess why it's even on your list in the first place. Is it really important? Is it important? Is it really important? And if it is, okay, we'll move on to the next step. But if it's not, free yourself. Because if it was that important, you would get it done. And it probably would have been done by now, right? But if it is that important, okay, maybe you need to delegate, flex that leadership muscle. Stepping into full-time entrepreneurship, sometimes you find yourself in a space where you feel like you got to do all the things, right? Because all things about your business, your enterprise, the vision, right? There's a lot of stuff that's still in your head that you have maybe not put pen to paper yet, or typed up and have your SOPs or what have you. But there comes a point in time where time becomes even more of a commodity for you, and positioning yourself to delegate things that you probably don't even like to do, right? But it's not totally necessary for you to do as the head of your enterprise. Delegate. And if you delegate it to the right person, I guarantee it'll be done in record time. And there's a sigh of relief that you can breathe when that happens. And if delegating isn't the thing to do and it's something that you got to do and is super, super important, the only other option you have is to get it done. Get it done. All right. The second thing that millennial entrepreneurs need to quit is ASAP, right? As soon as humanly possible, is relationships. And this is a three-piece as well. So there's personal relationships that are no longer serving you. There are, and they could be familial, family, they could be romantic, they could be friendships, right? That are draining you energetically and keeping you from moving forward and executing in a way that you need to do to be as successful as you really want to be. Then there are professional relationships that may need to be severed asexually as well, right? You may be tied or connected to some people or entities that are no longer serving you. It's a one-way street, or maybe the street isn't even open in either direction, right? But there's still some type of attachment. You may need to let that go. And last but not least, occupational relationships. Maybe this is the season for you to really assess why you are still at a job that is draining the life out of you. It's no longer serving you. That's a good sign that you may need to quit. And as a full-time or as a millennial entrepreneur, you have different ways of going about navigating and managing that. Maybe it's not for you to go into full-time entrepreneurship just yet. Maybe there's another job for you to have, for you to maintain while you're still building your business to prepare you, right? Maybe that's a part of your exit strategy. But you got options. But staying in that job that has you withering away and counting down the minutes from the first minute that you get there, it's no longer serving you. It's no longer serving you. Why are you still there? It's time to go. It's time to figure out your exit strategy and do something about it. The third thing that millennial entrepreneurs need to quit as soon as humanly possible is going it alone. Ask me how I know. Listen, go getters get up and go get it, right? And we'll be light years down the road doing our own thing, singing to the beat of our own drum. And we look up and we realize, like, wow, okay, I'm here, I'm doing things, but I'm by myself. Nobody really understands what I'm going through because most people don't. Most people don't do what we do. Most people don't have the guts and the courage to dig deep, put the pedal to the metal, align themselves with their purpose, and do something about it and create the life of their wildest dreams. Most people are willing to just settle for what's given to them. Most people aren't you. And what I want you to know is that you do not have to go it alone. You do not. So I want to encourage you to situate yourself in spaces with people who will support you, encourage you, motivate you, and hold you accountable just like you do for other people. You deserve your own cheering squad as well. You don't have to go it alone. And that's one thing you should absolutely quit as soon as humanly possible. Entrepreneurship can be a lonely road, especially if you are basically the first generation in your family, right? Doing something like what you're doing. It can be lonely when people don't understand you, and they don't mean harm. They just don't understand the journey that you're on. And so it could be, like you're talking a foreign language, and the moves that you're making and the risks that you're taking, they're foreign. They're not understood. But if you look across the aisle and you situate yourself with people who will allow you to show up and express yourself and ask for what you need in a non-judgmental capacity, the game changes. And for that, you don't have to go it alone. You do not have to go it alone. So listen, three things that millennial entrepreneurs should quit ASAP: procrastinating, relationships, and there's the three kinds. So if you missed it, go back and watch the video, and going it alone. If any of these resonated with you and you know that you need to quit ASAP, you want to quit, you're ready to quit, you're ready to dig deep and do the work so that you can regain the momentum that you once had, get yourself back in formation, ask for the help that you need, and get the support and accountability that's necessary for you to get to your next level, and have the clarity that you've been missing, right? The confidence to do something about it, and the wherewithal to take back control of your life and managing all the things and juggling all the balls, right? If that is something that speaks to your core, I want you to go to daniellethecoach.com/apply and complete the application to have a free strategy session with me. And it'll give me an opportunity to get to know more about what you have going on and to see if you are a good fit for my Quit with Confidence program. You do not have to suffer in silence, and I encourage you not to. Your next level is going to require you to do something differently than what you've been doing in order to get different results. But you knew that though. I'm just here to remind you and poke the bear. If that's you, go to daniellethecoach.com/apply and let's work. That's all I got for this one. I'll see you next time.